for this lesson, so we can start right now. I will share the screen right away. And if you have any questions, so we can start. Three, two, one, let's go. Okay? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, can you see my presentation? It says designers think big.
Yes.
Okay, let's start. You have a presentation, so you can check our class there. So complete the table. We have different nouns: desirability, viability, practically, aesthetics, innovation, feasibility, and then we have the meaning, the quality of being worth having, the ability to be profitable, the quality of being effective and useful, the beautiful qualities of something. I want you to create an adjective, an adverb, and a negative adjective. So, desirability. What is the adjective for that?
The quality of being work here.
Desirability.
Mm,
Desirability, the quality of being worth having. Desirability es como que el atractivo, ¿no? ¿Cuál
mm,
sería el adjetivo de desirability? Porque este es un sustantivo.
adjective. Maybe
Di,
eh, mhm.
desirable,
Desirable. Ah, okay, okay.
desirable, desirable. What about the adverb? Deseable, ¿no? Atractivo, deseable, desirable. The adverb, desirably, 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 desirable, desirably. Negative adjective,
Undesirable.
undesirable. Viability, viable.
Viable.
The adverb,
Viable.
viably,
Viable.
viably, 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 viably.
I got it.
What else?
Um, Unvalid. Yeah.
Unviable, unviable, unviable. Inviable. Practically, practical. Practicality, I'm sorry, practicality, practical. What else? What is the adverb version?
Practically.
Practically, 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 practically. Oh, practically, practically,
Prac-
and impractical.
Practical.
Impractical. Aesthetics, what is the adjective form?
Mm, Aesthetical. Aesthetic.
Aesthetic, aesthetic is the adjective. What about the adverb?
Aesthetical. Aesthetically.
Aesthetically, aesthetically, and the negative adjective?
Um,
What
Aesthetic.
about the negative?
Mm, Aesthetic.
Anesthetic, 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 yes.
Aesthetic.
Innovation, what is the adjective?
Or use new. Mm, Innovation.
Innovation,
Innovational. Innovational.
innovative,
Mm.
innovative. What about the adverb?
The other is innovatively.
Innovatively,
Innovatively.
innovatively, innovatively. And what about the negative adjective?
Mm, Innovation.
Innovatively. What is the negative adjective?
Negative, innovative, innovative.
Non-innovative.
Mhm.
Non-innovative. Feasibility. Feasibility viene de como que la viabilidad. Viabilidad.
Feasible.
O sea, la posibilidad de que se pueda hacer.
Feasible, feasible,
Feasible, yes. Yes. The adverb,
feasible, feasibly.
yes. And what about the adjective, non-negative adjective? Feasibility, feasible, feasibly,
Unfeasible, unfeasible.
unfeasible, great, unfeasible, 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 unfeasible. It's really important that you, Andres, as a designer, know this word, especially because they are in the Cambridge exam too. But you also use these words in your daily life. Okay,
Okay.
let's continue. Let's talk. So, Andres, what is the role of design? What is the role of design?
Mm, the principal role is create many things. Mm, for example, I make, I don't know, designs
Mm-hmm.
or maybe multimedia videos.
Or multimedia videos, right?
Right.
So in this case, I don't want you to say the principal. You say the main.
The main. See,
The
yeah.
main. The main
Yeah.
thing about being
The
a designer is that you create you can say resources. You create
result.
resources in order to what, Andres? You create resources
Mm,
in order to
in order to mm, in order to campaigns.
campaigns, no, because after in order to we use an adverb, a verb. So in order to show, in order to make, in order to create, in
Okay.
order to do, in order to what?
In order to make campaign.
In order to make campaigns. Okay. And campaigns for you or maybe for somebody else?
Um, for somebody else, for
For
targets,
companies.
for companies or
For
targets,
companies.
specific
Uh-huh.
target.
A specific, okay, you create campaigns in order to, and sorry, in order to create campaigns for a specific target, right?
Right.
Yeah. Next part, it says, is it only about creating beautiful and eye-catching products? Is that true?
Yeah.
It's only about creating beautiful and eye-catching products, or
Um,
it's more than that? The
more
design,
than that. More than that.
more than that.
Yeah.
Okay. For you, is about what?
Um, it's about strategic designs.
Is about strategic designs. Okay.
Not only beautiful piece or a kitchen product. Uh,
Okay. It's not only that, it's more than that, of course.
yeah.
Okie dokie. Let's continue. Next question. A great design is design which makes the world a better place. Do you agree or
Uh,
not?
I say yes because
Okay. Because.
because it's more beautiful see a great design that a bad design.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Uh, yeah.
I
So
agree.
so the good designs with a good strategic
Okay. Good design with good strategy. What
the,
happened to them?
then the customers is um, A catching that
The,
product.
the, Yeah, but eye-catching is an adjective. Eye-catching means atractivo. So the consumers are eye-catching or the products are eye-catching?
The products are catching.
The products are eye-catching for the people,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Yeah. And which products do you consider well designed? There is one brand, and everybody agree with this. They are the best in marketing and design. What's your opinion? Which
Um,
product do you consider well designed?
I love the interface on Netflix, for
You
example.
love the
Yeah,
interface. Okay.
it's very
Okay.
interactive. It's very useful and easier to use.
Easy to use. Okay. I agree with you. Everybody, imagine that this is the first time using Netflix. So it's pretty simple for everybody to use it,
Yeah.
right? It's pretty simple. Let's continue. Let's learn some vocabulary. We have emerge, exploit,
My dear,
mature, obsolete, reinvent, and tackle.
talk.
6 words.
It's
So
what
emerge. What is emerge?
emerge. Wait a second. No longer use because they were no more effective. Um,
Mm.
Merge is the meaning.
Emerge, no longer use, make determined, change, appear, behaving, or use a situation.
Yes, situation.
What is emerge? You know, a new product emerged, a new campaign emerged, a new technology emerged.
Mm.
What do you think?
I think
Emerge,
appear become
appear,
appear become
appear,
recognized.
become, or become recognized. Exploit. What is exploit?
Exploit. Lower use may determine. Change change something that
Change something that already exists and give it in a different form or purpose? No, I don't think so. That is different. This is not exploit.
this is not exploit. Exploit.
Exploit is for you exploit resources, you exploit a product, you
Okay, okay,
exploit different things.
okay. Mm, don't know the videos because no longer use because.
No longer use. No longer es como que nunca más usado.
Yeah.
No, exploit es usar una
Ah,
situación
use.
so that. Recuerda
Ah,
que so that significa para qué. Use a situation so that you can benefit from even if it's wrong or unfair to do this. You know, here in my country, people exploit natural resources to get a lot of money, but they don't care about the planet. You
all
see?
right. I can see.
So they exploit the natural resources. Mature is
Mature.
behaving in a sensible way that you would expect an adult. What is sensible?
Okay.
What is sensible, Andres?
Obsolete. Mm,
Sensible
no
means
longer
sensato, realista.
obsolete.
No, no, sensible,
Ah,
sensible.
okay.
Sensato, realista, dice comportarse de una forma sensata, realista, que tú
Especially.
esperarías que un adulto se comporte. Obsolete, what is obsolete?
I say no longer use because of being replaced with something.
Yeah, no longer use. Reinvent. What is reinvent?
Change something that already exists.
Yes, and tackle
Make
is
it
deal with something. Tackle is deal with something. For example, new technology emerged last year. Exploit, people are exploiting natural resources in my country, so they are destroying the environment. Mature, you are mature because you make important decisions in your life. Obsolete, I don't know. Windows XP is obsolete. Nobody's using Windows XP. Reinvent, every day Amazon, or I'm sorry, Apple is reinventing their cell phones. They are creating new technology. And tackle, sometimes we have to tackle a problem at home.
tackle.
Tackle a problem, deal with a problem at home.
Okay, make different difference.
Obsolete machinery, or what else? What else is obsolete in life? Machinery, and what else?
Obsolete.
Machinery, what else is obsolete? And technology, or maybe a
mm,
product is obsolete.
okay, okay.
Mature teenager,
Mature teenager.
mature decision, or mature approach.
Ouch.
Tackle a problem, or tackle what else? What else can you tackle?
Tackle.
Tackle an issue, tackle a task. Tackle an issue, tackle a task, mature decision, mature approach, obsolete technology, reinvent an idea, reinvent the system, reinvent the concept, reinvent what else? Proposal. You can change this. Okay, these are not just the only words, Andres. There are more words that you can say. Factors. What emerge? Evidence, rumors emerge, and exploit an opportunity, or exploit the situation, or exploit the technology. So I have a question. Are you working with obsolete technology in your job? I mean, when you are creating new designs, are you using obsolete technology, obsolete products, or obsolete machinery?
Hmm, not really. I work with Adobe Suite. In this suite is
Up,
always
as
always
always.
um, actually
No, up to date.
update
No, updated. No, no, no.
update
Updated means actualizado. Pero cuando me refiero a que es moderno, a que es up to date. Ahí lo escribo, up to date.
up to date
Up, up to date.
up to date. Okay,
Okay, up to date. And this is different, huh? Updated.
updated,
For example, this product is up to date. It means that up to date is modern, new. But
month
updated means actualizado. So that is the difference.
up to date. Okay.
Okay. It's difficult to make mature decisions in your life and dress.
Um. Yeah. When I
Mhm.
have problems,
When you have problems.
yeah, I make bad decisions. Well, mature decisions.
Okay, it's important that you make mature decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's continue. In a moment, you will watch a TED Talk titled
Just
Designers Think Big. It says, watch this video. Okay, let's analyze. Can you hear, right?
yes.
I'd like to talk a little bit this morning about what happens if we move from design to design thinking. Now, this rather old photo up there is actually the first project I was ever hired to do, something like 25 years ago. It's a woodworking machine, or at least a piece of one, and my task was to make this thing a little bit more modern, a little bit easier to use. I thought at the time I did a pretty good job. Unfortunately, not very long afterwards, the company went out of business. This is the second project that I did. It's a fax machine. I put an attractive shell around some new technology. Again, 18 months later, the product was obsolete, and now, of course, the whole technology is obsolete. Now, I'm a fairly slow learner, but eventually it occurred to me that maybe what passed for design wasn't all that important. Making things more attractive, making them a bit easier to use, making them more marketable. By focusing on a design, maybe just a single product, I was being incremental and not having much of an impact. But I think this small view of design is a relatively recent phenomena, and in fact really emerged in the latter half of the 20th century as design became a tool of consumerism. So when we talk about design today, and particularly when we read about it in the popular press, we're often talking about products like these. Amusing, yes. Desirable, maybe. Important, not so very. But this wasn't always the way. And I'd like to suggest that if we take a different view of design and focus less on the object and more on design thinking as an approach, that we actually might see the result in a bigger impact. Now, this gentleman, Isambard Kingdom Brunel, designed many great things in his career in the 19th century, including the Clifton Suspension Bridge in Bristol and the Thames Tunnel at Rotherhithe, both.
Okay, so in this video, they address, because address means abordar. So
Address.
what do you think? They address the design as a creative piece of work
No.
or as a modern technology or different ways to create a different product. So
Yeah.
they address design as what?
Um, they
Because
make different ways to create designs.
yeah, different ways to create a product, with
Yeah.
different designs. So for me, he is a product designer, maybe. He is looking for new ways to create a product, the same product, but user friendly and easy to use. Okay,
Yeah.
now let's read this part. It says, design thinking. This your approach? Do you work with design thinking or you work with different approach, Andres?
Um,
Like, what kind of approach do you use in your job? Or to be honest, you don't think about that. You just work like people in their daily life. What's your opinion?
mm, well, in my job, only design because
Mhm.
when I when I talk about design thinking, is for specific products.
For specific products.
Yeah, for example, this month is Black Friday, so
Uh-huh.
we may create a campaign
Hmm.
specific for this date.
Okay.
I think I design thinking is about uh, a promotions or for our product. This guys is credit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So um, only in specific occasions.
Only for specific occasions.
Yeah.
So, for you, the difference between design and design thinking is the fact that
Yeah.
you just design a piece
Yes.
of work.
Yes.
But design thinking is like the number of steps that you follow in order to create like a campaign. Is that
Yeah.
true?
Yeah. You
Okay.
make the difference.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree with you. Let's continue with the next part of this lesson. Today we're going to talk about brands. I know that this is gonna be a little more difficult, but you are a designer, so you are expert in the field, so you can understand some terms. Please don't forget to practice these words. I shared a PDF in your WhatsApp.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's continue. I will make this bigger. Okay, number two, lesson number two. Can you find the logos. For example, match the words in what is this?
Circle.
Circle and this
Triangle.
triangle, triangle. What is this?
Square.
And this
Oval.
and this
Rectangle.
and this
Arrow.
and this
Heart.
heart.
Heart, sorry. Heart.
Yes.
Heart. 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 Heart.
Create adjectives from the words below. If you have any difficulties with any of the adjectives, look them up at dictionary. For example, triangle, triangular, hard, heart-shaped.
Heart shape.
Arrow, what do you think? An adjective with arrow.
Adjective with arrow. Adjective, what?
Arrow means flecha. Un
Yeah.
adjective. What do you think?
Mm,
Triangle, triangular, arrow, arrow shaped, arrow
mm,
shaped. Circle,
circular.
circular or
Or,
round. Circular, square,
um, square. Square.
square, 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 square.
Uh,
Oval, oval,
ovalar.
oval in
Oval.
the same way. Rectangle,
Rectangular.
rectangular, rectangular.
Rectangular.
Don't forget. Arrow, arrow shape, circle, circle, square, square, oval, oval, rectangle, rectangular.
Rectangular.
Óvalo, ovalado. Cuadrado, cuadrado.
Mm.
Rectángulo, rectangular. In a moment, you will watch a video with 8 logos and you don't know the hidden meanings of them. Okay, look at this.
We're bombarded by logos and symbols every day, and for the
¿Qué
most
fue
part,
lo que dijo? We are.
Uh, can you repeat?
Okay.
we're bombarded by logos and symbols every day.
We
We are
are
boarding.
bombarded, bombarded,
Bombarding.
bombardeados with
Bombardeado.
logos.
And for the most part, we recognize them for what they're selling or who they represent. But more often than not, we take those symbols for granted. In this video, we'll take a look at some of the more common ones you're exposed to on a daily basis and explain their hidden meanings. Amazing! Number 8. Amazon. Amazon started out as an
I'm sorry, Amazon. The first one is Amazon.
Mhm.
So my question is, what do Amazon sells?
Everything.
They sell everything, different products, but what are Amazon?
Uh, in online.
It's an online what? An online store, right? Where
Online
people can
website.
buy products. But now let's analyze the logo.
diversified into one of the biggest internet retailers in the world, even surpassing Walmart in 2016. Their simple logo is well known, featuring their name in lowercase letters and underwritten with a yellow arrow. Most of us probably don't even think about it, except as a quirky graphic, but that arrow actually speaks volumes. Starting at the letter A and ending at the letter Z, it is meant to show that Amazon carries everything from A to Z, a consumer philosophy that definitely rings true. We dare you to find something you can't
It means that Amazon means that you can find products from A to Z.
Yeah.
Pretty
buy on
interesting.
Amazon. Number 7. Toblerone chocolate. The famous Swiss triangular chocolate is actually a portmanteau, a term used to describe combining two separate words into a new word, and takes the name of its creator, Theodore Tobler, and the Italian name for a kind of nougat called Torrone. It has always been hallmarked by its logo, which portrays the Matterhorn, one of the most recognizable mountains in the Swiss Alps. But if you look closely, there's a bear hidden in the pattern. Everything comes full circle when one considers that the bear is the heraldic animal of the city of Bern, where the chocolate is still produced. Number 6.
Cool.
Sony Vaio.
Via.
Originally a branch of the Sony Corporation, Vaio, or Video Audio Integrated Operation, is mostly centralized in Japan these days and has always had a very stylized logo. To the unaided eye, it may look like a random string of symbols, but there's actually a very good reason behind it. The wavy lines represent an analog sine wave, and the 0 and 1 are meant to portray binary code, creating the blending of analog and digital signals. The creator of the logo, Teiu Goto, also wanted the pronunciation of the acronym to sound like bio to symbolize life. It is also very similar to violet, which accounts for why a number of the early VAIO laptops came in purple colors. Additionally, when most of their laptops start up, they emulate the sound a telephone keypad would make if you typed out VAIO. Number 5. Cisco's Blue Lines. One of the biggest technology conglomerates in the United States, Cisco's iconic and simple logo also holds a lot of technical symbolism. The blue lines above the name of their company are meant to signify an electromagnet, but also depict the two towers of the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, where the company was founded. In fact,
I have a question. Do you think about this when you are creating a new logo or a new brand for a new company or something like that? So, do you think about these things? I mean, when they created the logo, they thought about, the Golden Bridge, the cables, the bear, the Amazon, from A to Z. But when you create a product, well, I'm sorry, when you create a logo for a new company, do you think about these factors,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
and how much time does it take?
it's very important this fact. When I first when I have a good brief with
Mm-hmm.
this product or with these companies or etc.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can create I can make I can
You can
uh, create
you can
this
create
type this kind type or logos.
or logos. Oh, you can create it based on an idea, right?
Yeah.
And how much time does it take if you have just a
Mm.
good brief, right?
Yes, yes.
And how do you have a good brief?
Um, I don't know. I say unless 1 week.
1 week.
But
I mean, you have meetings with your client, and
yes,
then you understand all that this person needs, right?
yeah. First, I make this brief. The brief is so many questions
Mm-hmm.
for the client, and this client, I it have to answer.
Okay, they have to answer the questions. And
Yes.
then you have like a mood board. And do you inspire sometimes by different logos, or you don't do that? You just create from your
No,
imagination.
no. I basically I create um on unless two prototypes.
To prototypes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you ask the client, right?
Yes.
So did you know the hidden meanings of logos in the video? Amazon, bio. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So how important is a logo to a brand and sex? It's really important that the company, or maybe a new company, or a small business has a logo, or maybe this is for just later.
No, it's very important because
Why is
um,
that important? A logo. Why is that logo important?
logo is the presentations or
The
this
logo is
pro
the presentation of what?
of identity.
Of the identity.
Identity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And this
So
is just
this
the only reason? Why is
no
just because it's the identity of the brand?
mm, many times the logo
What happened to
is
the logo
talk
when it?
about for this product is or the client make
Yep. Yes.
no
Uh-huh.
not always but
Not always. It's not
not
always
always
bad.
but when I first see a logo, if it's good,
Uh-huh.
it catch me.
Uh-huh. It cuts you.
Uh,
And
uh,
then you buy the product because
I,
of just the logo?
yeah, I pay many no I pay attentions with this brand, but
Mm-hmm.
only not only is the logos. The brand comprehends many things.
Yeah.
The color or typography,
The
or
typography,
yeah,
the
or
color. Yeah.
graphic
Yeah, so
lines.
you're telling me that a good logo is really important because it gives the company a presence, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so now you can relate to the brand. You can relate to the brand.
yes.
Okay, so how dangerous is it to change company's logo? I realize that sometimes Burger King, Pepsi, or Coca-Cola or different brands are changing their logo, and they do this like every 5 years, every 10 years. And why do you think this happened? Is that dangerous?
Yes. Well, if this change um, it come with a resource, a very good
Mm-hmm.
resource. I mean investigation.
Research, yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Um, and the company make
Mm-hmm.
decisions to change uh, with this resource, and they make,
Mm-hmm.
well, I say is a goal. Is
This
a
is the
good,
goal.
yeah. For example, in my country,
Uh-huh.
this is a big bank. We
Mm-hmm.
call it Banco de Guayaquil.
Yep.
So a few years, I say 8, 10 years, they change all the brand.
All the brand. And then what happened? People recognize the brand, or it was a problem for them?
No, actually, is the brand is pink,
Uh-huh.
so is very useful. Recognize the brand,
Yeah, but
but
it is for a bank.
a bank.
Yeah, but I've never thought about a bank which is pink, which is
Yeah,
pink.
yeah, is it that right? But um, because the others banks not use these colors,
Because
so
the other banks they don't
they
use
don't
these
use this
colors.
color.
Okay. And everyone can say, this bank is pink, so they recognize the bank,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Now,
great.
now, now I understand. But sometimes it is dangerous or not.
Yes, it's dangerous, dangerous.
Do you know a situation where changing logo is kind of dangerous?
Um, yeah, yeah. For example,
When?
in my city,
Okay.
the big company or transporting,
Mm-hmm.
inter provincial and cities
Mm-hmm.
change the brand,
Okay. What do
but
they change?
the client, the customers, no,
The
they
consumers
don't
don't.
they don't take well.
Okay. Why? What was the problem? I mean, the logo was very offensive.
No, the logo is very simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's very they not transmit
They
nothing,
don't transmit nothing. Okay.
nothing. Yeah,
In this case, they don't transmit anything, or they
anything.
they transmit nothing. They transmit nothing, or they don't transmit anything.
Okay.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. And do you analyze logos when you are free? I mean, you say, "Oh, this logo is great. I think it includes this shape." Because do you analyze that part, or you
No,
never do that?
I analyze. I analyze.
You always analyze. And why do you analyze the logos?
I try to to think why use that, why use the typography, or why use the color.
How do they use color? What do they use a typography? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's important. Thank you. That's great. Great answers. Let's learn some vocabulary. It says read a short description of Adidas logo and match the words in bold. For example, what is when your logo or when a piece of art is eye-catching? What is eye-catching?
um
What
uh,
is eye-catching?
predominate predominate
No, eye-catching
no
means attractive,
attractive.
striking.
Yeah, but in this um in a design, the eye catching always is the logo, and sometimes
Yeah, the
no.
logo should be eye-catching. Eye-catching debería de ser bastante bonito, bastante atractivo, muy bien diseñado. Eye-catching es que te jala la vista.
Yeah,
Se
okay.
utiliza también para personas, personas guapas, eye-catching.
Okay. I got you.
Next, look like. A ver, look like, be similar. Look like. The logo look like or is similar to. This is resemble. Resemble means look like or is similar to. The logo resembles a mountain. The logo is similar to a mountain. The logo look like a mountain. Se parece. Es
Okay,
como.
parece similar.
Be made of or comprise.
Compare symbol picture.
Está hecho de. Comprende. Which one? Eye-catching, consist of, symbolize, features, highlighted, simple, or recognizable.
Mm, highlight symbol recognize. Consists of,
Consist of, include or be part of.
include, be part of. Um,
It says
no,
include or be part of.
be part of.
Recognizable, simple, highlighted, featured, symbolize, or eye-catching.
Uh, symbolize, include
Features.
picture. Oh, right,
The
right.
logo also features the company's names in all lowercase letters, and thanks to that, it looks casual and informal. Incluye. Striking, attractive. You know this word, attractive or striking.
Mhm. Um,
Eye-catching,
eye-catching,
symbol,
eye-catching.
eye-catching. Yes. Visible or noticeable. What is visible or noticeable? I mean, visible, everybody can see, and noticeable, everybody can see again too.
Recognizable.
Represent or stand for.
Represent, stand for. Symbolize.
Symbolize, emphasize, and draw attention to.
Um, highlighted.
Highlighted, yes, and clear and uncomplicated.
Simple.
Simple, yeah. So there is no denying that the latest Adidas logos is very catching. Yeah, the company made it into three triangle shape, which consists of three bars positioned vertically. The logo resembles a mountain. Yeah, it is a mountain, which is supposed to symbolize the challenges that athletes face to achieve their goal. The Adidas logo also features the company's names in all lowercase letter, and thanks to that, it looks casual and informal. It should be highlighted. The real strength of this logo lies in its simple design, which makes it instantly recognizable. What's more, the logo is placed on a lot of products, and its color can be adjusted to match the product. Yeah, they can change the color. Any questions about the words?
Mm, no,
All
no.
right, let's think. Work in pairs and describe the logos using the words from the previous exercise. Think about how they represent organizations. Which one of these do you recognize?
Mm, I recognize FedEx,
FedEx and
Pinterest,
Pinterest and
Formula
LG,
One,
Formula One
LG.
and LG, right?
Yeah,
So now let's analyze. What about Pinterest? I
it's
mean, this is the logo. It means that what this P
this
resembles to what?
symbolized to, I don't know, with this type of font. I say is mm, attractive for young people.
It is attractive for young people.
Yeah,
But what can you see here? What is this?
letter P
Letter P for Pinterest,
for
right?
Pinterest. Yeah.
For example, in my case, I see a ping.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah,
And it also can be a P, right? So I
yeah.
guess that it would be Pinterest for the pin and interest, the interested. So you say P, pin, interest, Pinterest,
Pinterest. Yeah,
Pinterest.
that right.
Okay, yeah, it is pretty cool. It's as you mentioned, the typography is for young people, right?
Right.
What about LG? What about LG? What do you think about LG? It has like these
Uh,
letters and then we have a logo.
well, in this case, LG is into the isotype.
Mm-hmm. It's a type.
And I can see the L and letter L and letter G, and
Okay. And LG stand for what? It stand for what?
in the middle, este,
It stand for representa. What does it stand for?
represent stand for a face,
A face. Yeah, it is like a face.
like a face. It
It is like a face.
it
Okay.
um it is a face, yeah,
It is a face.
with the eye and the nose
And
and
the
the
mouth.
circle with a face.
Yeah, it could be. It is like a robot, maybe.
Yeah, robot maybe
It is
for
like a
the
robot.
for technology.
For the technology, yeah. It's kind of difficult to sometimes to analyze this logo because it looks like a face, but we have a new eyes here. We need an eyes.
Yeah.
What about FedEx? FedEx is the logo is very simple, or what's your opinion? Why do they have FEDEX?
Um, FedEx. Well, it's the courier, no? Eh,
Hmm.
and it has
Maybe why do you think it has? Maybe why do you think this has two colors like orange and blue?
uh, um, it's very particular in companies to courier uh,
Hmm.
use this type the colors
This type of colors.
because a catching the
They are eye-catching, yeah.
they're catching a customer.
They catch customers. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And well,
And
in this logo, it has arrow in the middle, and the letter E in letter X.
a letter X. It is like an arrow, really? Letter E and X. Ah,
In the middle,
yeah. This here in the middle between E and X, right?
right?
We have an arrow.
Mm-hmm.
And what does it mean? It
So
was really difficult for me to see that.
I'm secure this represent the mobilize things, the courier, where they make a transportation
I
transport.
am not very sure, but if you say that, it looks like this is like a bus or something like that.
Ah,
I would
okay.
throw it. Yeah, it could be, or I'm not pretty sure. It is similar to these bands where people can like receive the products like this, you know,
Mm,
pound, 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 pound. This is like the wheel, or am I crazy? This is the second wheel, and then you have the arrow. Pretty
mm.
cool. difficult. It's really difficult for designers to think about it. And what about this? The F1, you also create the number one, right?
Yeah,
With the
number one
shades, with the shades. Oh, pretty. And yeah, and these are also bottles, right?
bar. Yeah, is
And you form a castle with the bottles. But what about this logo? It's kind of simple for you, or what do you think?
um,
It's like a psychological test for me.
yeah, yeah, it's a psychological test.
Yeah.
It's similar that, but is this logo is obsolete right now in
And
modern.
in modern design, it is
Yeah,
obsolete,
modern.
right? Because designers, what kind of designs are they using or are you using in your designs? Minimalist
Um,
designs,
well, the trend is minimal designs right now,
minimal design
but
right now.
is strange.
Mhm.
These logos with how do you say trazos?
With trazos,
Uh,
it could be lines.
lines,
It could be
lines, lines,
or
grudge lines.
strokes.
It's
Puede ser
correct.
strokes, strokes,
Stroke
strokes,
lines.
strokes lines. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
mhm. For
The,
you, which of these logos is the words?
um, I say less is more.
Okay, less is more. That's
Yeah,
true.
I
And
say
so,
this the logos is less things is better
better is better.
recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that I want to make, for example, I want to sell merchandise of this logo. I mean, this.
Mm.
It would be difficult to print this in a
Right.
t-shirt.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah, it is kind of difficult. But here I can also have this, right?
Yeah,
And yeah, we can divide it into two parts.
two
But
part.
what
Yeah.
about this? I have to use all of the logo
Only yeah is a
because
one logo.
it is one. I can drop it.
Okay.
LG, yeah, I guess that this is the most important part.
Yeah, this is
Think
the
big.
most part.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to stop here. Pretty interesting lesson. You were an expert in the field. I understood everything of the words. It's really important that you recognize the words
Yeah.
like desirable, viability, viable, things like that. I shared a PDF with you, so check it out.
Okay.
Okay? Te
Thank you.
mandé dos PDFs, así que chécalos. So that would be all. Bye bye, take care.
Take care. Thank you,
Bye
Carlos.
bye.
Bye.